La La Land is polarizing. You either love it or you hate it. Funnily enough, I went from hating it to loving it, and it's now like one of my top favorite movies ever. And I could talk about this movie forever, but for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna focus on the brilliance of their relationship and look at it from a perspective of soulmates. Before we start though, let me introduce myself. My name is Farron, and my channel here is the love child of spirituality and cinema. And that's probably because I see myself as a love child of those two topics. And if you are one of my long lost siblings, make sure to follow. Alright, love ya, let's go! Now, one of the reasons why I love La La Land is the fact that amongst all this dreamy and surreal setting and set design and cinematography, it is deeply, deeply, deeply realistic. The two meet in this very cute haters to lovers kind of way where the universe keeps arranging meetings, how they bump into each other until they open up to the love. Unfortunately though, like many relationships nowadays, the seemingly perfect soulmate-y relationship from the beginning begins to break and crack and leads to them eventually breaking up. And to solidify the breakup, Damien slaps our face with this what if scene at the end of the movie that is just so gut-wrenching and heartbreaking, but it is there to remind the viewer, to remind us of the devastating truth that we're not living in a dreamy La La Land world where everything is sunshine and rainbows, but we live in reality where heartbreaks and messes are made. Oh, I wish I could blend in that song right now, but due to copyright laws, I cannot. But imagine I blended that song right in because... And that brings us to the soulmate question. What are soulmates? And I think for the common understanding of soulmates, it's the one. You know, like the lover forever. That one person that just when you meet them, it clicks and you're like peas on a pod, and it's a love that transcends time and space and happily ever after. Now, do I agree with that? Yes and no, to be honest. Because to me, soulmates are so much more than that. We don't only have one soulmate, we have several. And there are different levels of soulmates. Every single person that has impacted you or your life in any way is a soulmate. That can mean your parents, that can mean your bestie, that can mean your boyfriend, yes. It can also mean your ex. It can mean that random person, literally, that you met one day, that you had just one single conversation with, but that single conversation shaped you in a way that it changed the trajectory of your life. Soulmate. See, our soul comes to this earth to learn, to grow, to heal, and to have fun. And in order to be able to do that growth, your soul in a way gathers with your soul besties and like creates this different type of situation that where you meet up again in this lifetime and like stuff happens, so you as a soul and the other person as a soul can transform in the very best way possible. And unfortunately, we all made that experience in our life that one of the best ways we can grow is through pain. So that means that your ex that broke your heart, or your parents that created a horrible childhood for you, are also your soulmates because they made you a better person. Because, like, let's look at that ex. It was a horrible situation, But that glow up you had after you left that guy? Girly, girly, girly. We need to talk about that. Like, if we zoom out, if we are at a point where we can leave the pain, be the pain, and zoom out and see where it took us, we can see that actually that horrible guy, that horrible person was the indicator and that spark that we needed so we can become the gorgeous person that we are now. And that's what brings us to our gorgeous movie, La La Land again. Because this is what happened in this perfection of movie. We can see that with Mia and Sebastian, they both needed each other, okay? Like, they needed to come together so they can support each other and become the best version of themselves and do the things that they were actually there to do in this lifetime. When they entered each other's lives, both were kind of in the space of uncertainty, ready to quit on their dreams, ready to just let it be because they tried forever, or ready to quit because everyone says that it's completely nuts and it's not gonna work and nobody will come to that club and stuff like that. So they enter each other's lives to believe in each other and be like, no, people love to go to things where other people are passionate about or something like that. I don't know the exact quote. And then he's like, yes, you're so amazing. Keep going to that auditions. One day you're gonna have your break. I believe in you. You're such a great actress. So they are here to support each other and be like that indicator that they need to really keep going. Mia would have never had that breakthrough and never had that opportunity to become that big actress if it wasn't for Sebastian. Like, literally, he believed in her so much that he even showed up after they broke up, after their paths separated, and forced her to that one audition because he was so sure that she was meant to be that person, which then she became that person. And then on the other hand, Sebastian would have never opened his club, unfortunately, if Mia didn't break up with him. He kind of lost his way with that one band thingy and lost himself in the success and the fame and the cheers. And when Mia broke up with him, it was the wake-up call he needed. Because she then fell away from his life and he suddenly found himself so lost. So that's why he shifted again to the only thing that gave him hope and that gave him purpose, which was his forgotten dream, his club. But their relationship at the end of the day wasn't meant to be forever. It was, in a way, something greater than just two people in love. It was about purpose, about belief, about supporting each other in a phase of life where they needed that support, where both of them needed that one rock that kept them going, that gave them that stability. And once the path that they needed to go on to become that actress or to open that club was in a way guaranteed, they didn't need to stay together anymore. So their paths drifted away again into their next chapter of their life. And that I am always gonna love you scene. Oh my god, stop. I loved it because that was so true. Like, their path did not need to follow along together for them to know that deep in their heart, their love is forever. And that is, again, what soulmate kind of thingy is all about. So let's wrap this up, cutie pies. 1, we don't only have one soulmate, but several. 2, soulmates are basically souls that impact you, touch you on a deep level, and that change the trajectory of your life, even if it's through pain. 3, soulmates are forever, but not the forever we sometimes like to believe. It is a love that transcends time, but it does not mean that it has to be a forever in this lifetime. And 4, yes, our 2 characters, Mia and Sebastians, are soulmates. cutie pies. And that leads us to the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I want to chat with you. I want to read your thoughts and your opinions on both La La Land and Soulmates. And I'm so excited. Leave a like, follow for more, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye!